Hi, my artsy folks. My name is Elina. I am an artist. I'm a musician, photographer, also a researcher, and maybe a manager in a way. I started this blog because I think that although I'm not an expert in organizing artistic events, however, I do have some experience that might be helpful to several of you. Today we will talk about marketing, the visual aspect of your projects. Especially this is relevant to performing artists, since the visual artists already have their art represented visually. Media in general, and how specifically it could be helpful in your own self-promotion. Think of the platforms and all the means that your audience could reach you. So this is your website, this is your newsletter, and of course social media. We're all there on social media. I don't think that it's possible to promote your work online without any social media platforms. Maybe I'm wrong, please correct me if this is the case. If you are working with collaborators, make sure that you include info about them and their roles in your project or in your team, in your organization, on your website or the website of your organization, depending on the case. Make your team or organization look professional, presentable online. I'm sure that they are all great professionals. However, it's very important to make it also look like it, because if we do not present our work in a professional way, nobody can really know about what we're doing, right? So in the process of creating your social media and or online presence, your website, your newsletter, it's very important for your potential audience, for your potential supporters, to see that you and your team, for example, are all reliable and serious, and that you are able to lead your project from start to finish. Arrange for good quality media. Side note, include that into the budget. Your posters, flyers, photos, videos, maybe trailers, recordings, logos if you need them, things like that. It has to look good. Never agree on a collaboration without checking out the information on the person first. I have had a funny story about a client who hired me for a photo shoot without seeing any single of my works. And I didn't know. Of course, I did the photo shoot, and I'm very happy that the client was positively impressed. And this person said, "Oh, I actually never saw your photos, and I'm happy it came out this way." And I was really surprised. I said, "How come you hired me to do your portraits and you have not seen any single of the portraits I have made of other people? Is this even possible?" So I'm happy that it turned out well. However, please don't repeat this mistake. Always find out some information about your collaborators. Google them, ask your acquaintances about them. If you're about to start working with a new person, please find out more information about them. Another important point is to actually learn the social media algorithms, or hire someone who knows them, maybe a marketing assistant, director person in your organization who will be helpful in this aspect, because it does require some time, and we all know that Facebook and Instagram have been changing their algorithms constantly during some time. It is important to know how this works, what percentage of your audience will actually see your updates, because not everybody sees these updates. So please invest some time into this if you want some successful online presence through social media, because I believe that without social media we cannot promote ourselves online. Prepare the information for your posts in advance. especially if you have an event coming up. You will be very, very busy with other preparations, with your performance, if it's a performance event, maybe with your, I don't know, framing, printing, if you're a photographer, a visual artist, arranging your sculptures and whatnot, if you're making sculptures. So it depends on what you're doing, you will be busy. Make sure that all your social media posts are prepared in a timely manner. Arrange it maybe with your social media person, with your assistant, your marketing director, whoever it is for you. But please be prepared, because most likely you will not have time to create these beautiful Instagram stories with the hashtags and banners and stickers and all these things between your rehearsals. You probably will just want to get a cup of coffee, maybe some fresh air, and breathe. Believe me, this is not when we are doing the stories. This is when somebody does the stories for us. If you can do both, you are a superhuman. Respect. For marketing campaigns, please start about 6 to 8 weeks in advance and plan the timeline of your campaign really well to the smallest detail. It concerns newsletters, posts on Instagram, live sessions maybe, if you are doing a Facebook Live with Q&A, things like that, it also has to be planned. Technical rehearsals, if you're doing live, very important. Print out flyers, if your country is not in a complete lockdown. Leave the flyers in relevant places in the neighborhood of where your project will be taking place, where your event will happen. Give the flyers to your network, to your friends, acquaintances, colleagues, students. Ask them to give the flyers to their circles. So please spread the word in any way you can. You might feel strange in the beginning, I know, but please invite people to come to your event in any possible way and be ready to prepare everything in advance. Very important is to plan your premiere day, your big day, your event day. If it's the first event out of a series, especially for the first one, plan it hourly. It is not a joke, I'm serious. Plan everything with grace periods. For example, what time you'll wake up, and then you will need this amount of minutes to get ready to go, for example, to your venue for the sound check or preparation or whatever it is you're doing, and then leave maybe extra 15 minutes if the transportation is late or something. Then plan your next thing and so on. And when each collaborator arrives, also give them grace periods. It's very important that you consider that other people can be late. Be there in advance. Prepare as much as you can before your big day. But for your big day, it's very important to have this schedule, because then you will not feel that stressed. You will feel much less stressed, and you will see that things are in order, things are going okay. If something is not okay, you still have a grace period of resolving that situation. It will be very helpful when you actually have your event starting. You will not regret that you took the extra 15 minutes a few days before and you planned your premiere day or opening exhibition day or whatnot in advance. Now we'll logically approach the big question about balancing the artistic aspect and the organizational aspect of artistic work. Let's say it's all artistic work, although it's part artistic, part management. I will do a separate video dedicated to this big subject that concerns probably all of us who are performers, visual artists, and who are promoting ourselves in a way. Please ask questions in the comments. I will read your comments and it will help me also address your needs. I hope that this information was helpful to you today, and I hope that you will have a great time between now and the next video. Please subscribe and hit the bell button so you are notified when the next video is out. In the meantime, have a good one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!